Hi, it's Jessica from Psychedelic Doilies, and today I'm going to show you how to make the microwaveable bowl cozy from my website. It fits a standard Corelle sized bowl, which I have here, and it's just really great for protecting hands from hot bowls when you've cooked some SpaghettiOs or some oatmeal or whatever it is that you have cooked in your bowl. I'm going to be using 1 ball of sugar and cream cotton yarn in the color sage green. In my original post, I used peaches and cream in the color rosemary, but as you can see, they're practically identical. And you can find this pattern on my blog. It's completely free, and you can find the materials for making it and everything easily on the blog. So let's get started. I'm going to be using an H hook today, a 5mm H hook, and like I said, this standard cotton yarn from either sugar and cream or peaches and cream. I'm going to start in a magic circle, but if you don't know how to do a magic circle, then you can chain 3 and slip stitch to your first chain to join to make a small circle. So I do kind of a double magic loop actually. So my fingers are stuck. There we go. So in my magic loop, I am going to crochet 10 half double crochets into my magic loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now I'm going to close up my magic loop so that it's nice and tight, pulling 1 string and the tail. And then I'm going to slip stitch to that very first half double crochet to join. There, now we have the base of our bowl cozy, easy peasy. For round 2, we're going to put 2 half double crochets in each stitch. So currently we have 10 stitches, but by the end of round 2, we should have 20 stitches. So working right in the first stitch, put 2 half double crochets, 1, 2. Now in the next stitch, put 2 half double crochets, 1, 2, and do that all the way around until we have 20 half double crochets total. So I have 20 stitches all the way around. And now for round 3, I'm going to work a half double crochet in the first stitch, and then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. 2 and then I'm going to do the same thing again, 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, and 2 half double crochets in the next stitch, 1 and 2, and we're going to do that pattern all the way around for a total of 30 stitches by the time we get around to this side, and I'll meet you there. Alright, I finished round 3 with 30 stitches, and I'm moving on to round 4. We're going to work a half double crochet in the first stitch, a half double crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 half double crochets in the third stitch. 1, 2. Now we're going to repeat that same pattern again. A half double crochet in the next stitch, 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, and 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. And we're going to continue in that way all the way around until we have 40 total stitches, which we will join with a slip stitch before we move on to round 5. For round 5, we're going to continue in the same pattern we've been creating by working 1/2 double crochet in the first 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 half double crochets in that 4th stitch. So 1/2 double crochet in the next stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, half double crochet. So we have 3 total, and then we're going to work 2 half double crochets in that next stitch. And we're going to continue that pattern all the way around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until we get back to the beginning where we should have 50 total stitches. After round 5, we have 50 stitches, and for round 6, we are not going to increase. We are just going to work 1/2 double crochet in every stitch around. So at the end of this row, we will still have 50 stitches. We're just going to do 1/2 double crochet in every stitch around. So I will meet you at the end of round 6. After round 6, we have the slight bowl shape from not increasing that last round. So for round 7, we're going to do a tiny increase. We're going to work a half double crochet in the first 9 stitches, and then work 2 half double crochets in the 10th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've worked a half double crochet in 9 stitches, and now in this 10th stitch we're going to do 2 half double crochets. So 1 and 2. And you're going to repeat that around a few more times until you get back to the beginning where you should have 55 stitches total. After round 7, we still have 55 stitches, and for round 8, we are just going to half double crochet around in every stitch, so no increasing this time. So by the end of round 8, you should still have 55 stitches. So I will meet you back around for round 9. Moving on to round 9, we're going to work a half double crochet in the first 10 stitches, and then do 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. So it's another increase row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then in this 11th stitch work 2 half double crochets and continue around doing that same pattern, working 10 half double crochets and then doubling up on the next stitch with 2 half double crochets. And when you're finished with round 9, you should have 60 stitches. We have 60 stitches after round 9, and for round 10 we are just going to work 1 half double crochet in every stitch around, so we'll still have 60 stitches when we are finished. And I am starting every row with 1 chain, you may have noticed that, which does create a little seam that runs through our work, but we're going to just, you know, cook SpaghettiOs in this, so I'm not really worried about the cosmetic look of that seam. So for round 10, do a half double crochet in every stitch, and I will meet you at the end. We're almost finished, only 2 rows left. For round 11, we are going to do our last increase row, which is going to work a half double crochet in 11 stitches, and then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. So we're going to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 half double crochets, and then work 2 half double crochets in that next stitch. And when you're finished, you should have 65 total stitches. So I will meet you when we get to the end of round 11. Okay, it's time for our very last row or round 12. And this time we're going to single crochet around for the first time, and we're going to do it in the back loops only. So of our little V here, there's the front loop and there's the back loop, and we're going to go into only the back loop for a single crochet. Same thing in the next one, into the back loop only. And we're going to do that all the way around, single crocheting in the back loop only, which creates this little ridge here and gives it a little extra flare on the very top. So when we're back around at the beginning, I will show you our finished bowl cozy. And we're finished with our bowl cozy. Now, I told you a little fib at the beginning of this video. I told you to use an H hook, but the pattern actually calls for a G hook, which is a little smaller. But that's okay, because the larger hook actually accounts for the bowl cozy shrinking, which it will do with many washes. This one's been washed a lot, because every time this Southern girl cooks grits, they boil over and they get on my bowl cozy, and then I have to wash it. So what this larger sized hook will do is it'll make your cozy a little larger, which also will give you this little extra lip that comes up around the top for extra protection for your fingers. So it is no big deal. It also depends on your personal tension, how tightly your bowl cozy is going to turn out, but they will shrink a tiny bit. So keep that in mind when creating your bowl cozy. But that's it, it's easy peasy. And look how much yarn I have left from my skein, quite a lot. So you could definitely make more than one cozy from just one of these. I believe it's a 3-ounce ball of yarn. Either way, you can definitely make more than one of these with just one little skein of yarn. You can find the pattern on my blog at psychedelicdoilies.com. It is called Corelle Bowl Cozy. It's a free crochet pattern on my blog. Thanks.